Hey y'all, hey, welcome or welcome back. I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds. It's Monday and it's time for my new favorite challenges. I hope they're yours too. We have 6 challenges that we're currently working on, and I'm actually pretty excited because I'm pretty sure we're going to finish some challenges today, but I guess you'll just have to stick around to see how much we save. With that, let's get to it. Happy Monday. Well, actually, for me, it's Sunday. I do film all of my videos in advance just because I do have a pretty busy schedule throughout the week with my 9 to 5 job. And by the time I get home each day, the sun is pretty much gone down, so I don't have light. So we do what works, right? And so what works for me and my family is that I film my Monday and Tuesday um, videos in advance on Sunday. So it's Sunday for me, but happy Monday for you. Hopefully, you have had a good Monday. I hope that for you. We are going to do mini Mondays today, and I have a surprise. We're also going to be doing some saving in our Christmas box challenge. So we don't get to do that every week. We've had a little bit of lower amounts, but this week we have a little more to work with. So we are going to pull out the Christmas box. Okay. But before we do any of that, you know what we have to do first? Our combo card. Let's see what it's got in store. All right, if you could learn any language instantly, which one would you choose? That was easy for me. That would be Italian, because I have a dream deep, deep, deep within myself, probably something that will never happen, but I would love very much to live in Italy, maybe once I'm retired and the kids are all grown and living their lives. I would love to live in Italy. That'll probably never happen, but I do see myself going there more again and hopefully many times in my life. So knowing Italian instantly would be very helpful for that. So how about you? Which language would you want to learn if you could learn it instantly? Go ahead and comment down below and let us know. All right? Okay. So one more thing I want to do before we get into our minis, I want to give an update. So as I said, this is Sunday. So the 29th of September for me. And I did check our subscriber number right before I started filming, and we are at 97. 97. So 3 more to go before 100. I don't know if we will actually hit that before you see this video. If we do, that's fantastic. You will also see a post about the freebie that I'm going to release as a thank you to all of you. If not, that means we have one more day to hit our goal. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. We really want to hit that goal of 100 subscribers by the end of September. Okay. All right. How about we get into it then? So we have our minis here in our mini binder. We have our money too, and we will look at that here in just a second to see how much we have to save. But at first, let's get the 6 challenges that we're currently working on out. And you may remember from last week, we had quite a few that were very, very close, almost painfully close. So I'm feeling good about this week. All right. So up first in spot number 1, we have Jack Up the Savings, which was a freebie I found from at Planned with Love. So if you haven't checked that channel out, go ahead and do that. If you want to get that freebie, make sure you're subscribed and you give them a like and a comment showing some love. In spot number 2, we have Hey KathyBudgets with candy corn. We're very close on that one. With only $1 per, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. Who knows with the dice? You never know what the dice is going to give you, but fingers crossed. And spot number 3, we have pumpkin spice and everything nice. We have $2 of pumpkin. We even have $1 left over from last time to help us. All right. In spot number 4, oh, and I'm sorry, that one is from Amy by Nature. And these are all freebies. At least the ones from other creators are. In spot number 4 is our pumpkin gal. She only needs one circle at $4. So we are hoping we even have 2 to help us. So here's hoping we have a better day for for her, and we can wrap her up this week. In spot number 5, Girl Mama Budgets with her fall leaves. We only need one. So $1 for this one to finish. What do you think? I have a good feeling. And in spot number 6, we have Fall into Savings. We only need $2 to finish. This comes from CBA Mom Saves. So these are our freebies that we are currently working with this week. Let's see how much we have to save with. All right, so first up, I'm going to pull out our buyback fives, which are going to sit back over here waiting for their time. And you might notice we have a couple of spicy fives. Yay, we love that. We love that when we have a little bit more. So we do have 60 today. We have 50 of the ones and 2 spicy fives to save with. So I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to go ahead and count these out just because I've been making mistakes lately with counting and I don't want to short us. Okay, so I will speed it up. 1, 50. Okay, $50 in ones and 2 spicy fives that we're going to mix in a good random spot. So who gets them? We don't know. We don't know. All right, so we have our money. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. This is business. We got to get to business here. Okay. And you may remember from my last video, if you haven't, check it out. I got my very first Happy Mail, real Happy Mail. So that was in our last video, but I also ordered this very adorable dice tower that fits much better on our space here from Budgeting Introvert. All right, so that's what we're going to use. We are going to get out the black dice. It's just a little bit easier to see. So if this is your first time seeing our minis, we use a 6-sided dice. We have our bills here in the stack. We're going to roll. It's going to tell us which spot is going to get the bills, and we give 2 bills each turn. When we run out of money, we're going to count it up and see who got what. Okay, so starting it out, hey KathyBudgets, Candy Corn Challenge. And number 5, going to Girl Mama Budgets. So that means we just finished that one off. All right. So how's y'all's week going so far? It's Monday for you, Sunday for me. So I can only imagine how my day is going to go. We're going to think positive. I'm hoping it went really great. Last week I had that really big presentation, so I've got a lot of work ahead of me to get this new training that I developed out to the whole agency. So I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to think positive and think my Monday went well. But how did yours go? Hopefully it went amazing. Oh, there's our first spicy. I have been doing so much work in the evenings on getting things ready for October and even Christmas time. So on our channel, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but there's a lot of work that goes into the videos before you even get to them. You got to think ahead a lot. And so I've been thinking about what my goals will be for October and what kind of challenges I want to play and what I want to share with you on the channel. So I'm really getting excited about that because we are just 2 days away from that. And once we get through this week's, the next thing you will be seeing will be October's goals. There's our next spicy 5. So our October goals, and then also we're going to get to do our September savings allocation, which is when we're going to get into that save to sync binder and see how much we saved for all of September and then allocate it out into its sinking funds the way it needs to be. We've got a couple of things that we need to take care of in October, but we're really starting to see a lot of things clear up so that we can focus on Christmas. Okay, our last 2 is going to go to spot number 6. So we are done with that. We will move that aside. And now it's time to stack these up and see what each one got. I wasn't paying too close of attention. But I do feel pretty good about having maybe completed a challenge or two. So let's see what we got. All right. I'm going to get some markers out here. Not sure which ones are which until we kind of get into it. Oh, I know we have our candy corn. We have that. And we'll see what else we come up with. All right. Okay, so in our first spot is our fall into savings from CBA Mom Saves. We only needed $2. I can tell that we did complete this challenge, so that's fantastic. We're going to be ringing the bell a little bit today. All right, so we only needed $2 to finish this out. We're going to set this money aside for just a second and color this in because that's exciting. We are doing lower amounts on these for two reasons. Number one, most important, I want to be able to illustrate that saving no matter what your budget can be fun. Okay, so even if you have a smaller budget for saving, you don't have as much left over, and believe me, I've been there. In fact, sometimes I still feel pretty frustrated now with certain weeks, but these little mini challenges, you can save them however you want. You can save $1 per icon. You can go even lower. You can save 50 cents or a quarter per icon. Whatever you have, you have. And getting to do this in this way makes it fun. And it feels like you're making accomplishments in a way that maybe just setting that money aside doesn't. So that's why we're doing the smaller amounts. But also because I have been working to find all of the wonderful freebies that this community has put out, and I want to share as many as I possibly can. I want to shout out as many of the other creators who have been so supportive to me as I possibly can. So the sooner we get these done, the more I get to share. So we have completed this one. Let's see how much we have. First, I'm going to see if I have any buyback fives. So what we do is we take the ones and we trade them in. So there's 5 ones there. We're going to trade them in for a 5. Let me make sure I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Sometimes these prop notes stick together a little bit, and so I don't want to ever mess up. All right. So it looks like now it makes it a little bit easier to count. In this challenge here, we got $5, $10, $15, and $16. So again, just $1 an icon, and we saved $16. That's fantastic. All right, I need to get my paper clips out when you know they're all stuck together. That's okay. We're going to need some more, so I'll set that one aside. All right, so we're going to put this here. I'm going to go ahead and mark on here that we got 16 from this one. We're going to ring our bell. All right, I will bring out the ding, ding, ding challenge here in just a little bit, but I want to see what else we save, what else we might complete. All right, so now we have an empty envelope, and I have waiting in the wings another freebie here to share with you. This one comes from April's Fresh Start. This one is Happy Halloween, a total of $24 each. Pumpkin is 2. So we said we would do $1 per icon unless the challenge already told us a certain amount, because I have a hard time breaking those rules. So that's okay. So we're going to do $2 on this one, and we remember we have some leftovers from this one, so we still have some money to get started on this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So right off the bat, we get to cross off 4 of our pumpkins here. So that's amazing. All right. So there we have it. We're going to go ahead and take out 5 of these for a buyback 5. And we will be starting this one out with $8. So until next week, April's Fresh Start. All right. And of course, as always, I will link all of the creators below so that you can go and find these awesome freebies for yourself. Okay, up next is Girl Mama Budgets. We only needed 1. Do you think we did it? I do believe we did. So we have $1 down. We're going to color in this last beautiful fall leaf. Y'all, have the leaves started changing where you are? Because I noticed yesterday, I was sitting on my porch, and I noticed that I heard the sound of leaves blowing around. So it was very exciting for me. because I hadn't noticed before then that the leaves had started falling, but it was just like one day they were on the trees and now they're started falling. So fall is definitely here. Okay, we have 5 more ones. So we'll get that 5 back 5. Let's see what this lovely challenge saved us. 5, 10, 15, 20, and $25. That's amazing. So yeah, so take this one for instance, right? There's 25 icons. Maybe you don't want to do $1 per icon. You could do a quarter per icon, or 50 cents per icon, and still save quite a bit. So that's the purpose of the minis, is to give you those quick wins and to still be saving and having a little fun with it. So all right, so we're gonna ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding will come out just a little bit later. All right, I need to just leave this over here because we're going to need to pull. So waiting in the wings, we have a freebie from Chatty Kathy Budgets. All right, we have an option here on this one. And if you haven't checked her out, check her out. She puts out freebies every week. I don't know how she does it, but they're adorable. And you really have no reason not to be able to use savings challenges because there are so many wonderful freebies out here. And Chatty Kathy Budgets is an example of that. She's giving us all an option every single week, and they're just always so cute. So all right, we're going to stick with the $1 icon here. And we're going to look and see how much we have available to get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we have 11 ready to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and color these in, and I will speed it up for you. All right, so that's 11. Now I've got myself second guessing myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we did have 11. That also means we can turn in 10 ones for a buyback 5. Actually, 2 buyback 5s. Y'all are yelling at me, weren't you? All right. $11 going in. We've made a lot of great progress on this one. And we'll see what happens next week. All right, so setting that one aside. Next up, oh my gosh. All right, next up is our pumpkin gal. She only needed $4. Oh, look at that. It matches my nails. You guys see my spooky Halloween nails? I have the best nail tech. She did such a great job. Shout out to Haley. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we had 2 left over from last time to help us. I don't think we needed it. We only needed 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and there was that spicy 5 and 4. So we will set this money aside. We're going to go ahead and get out our marker, color this one in. Pretty sure that's nowhere near the same color, but hey, pink is pink. All right. Awesome. So we have finally finished out our spooky pumpkin gal. I'm going to see if we have any other. Nope, no more ones. So we are, woo, look at all this. Now, this was before we changed to icons being $1, so we've been working on this one for a while. This is exciting. And we're going to get to add it to our September challenge savings. So that's fantastic. Shall we count it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, and 64. Y'all, I'll be the first to admit I'm not very good at multiplication. In 3rd grade, I had a teacher who really liked science but wasn't a big fan of math, and I still kind of blame my lack of mathing abilities on her, but it's really not her fault. Really, I'm more of a creative. I like English and writing and things like that, and math was never my thing. But let's blame her. Okay, no, that's not cool. Ashley, that's not cool. $64 for our pumpkin gal. This was one of mine. Digital downloads. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's get a paper clip. I mean, I knew it was going to be a lot, but wow. So, goes to show all budgets. You can do whatever you want with these mini challenges. So you can do high budget, you can do low budget. It's still a win. All right. So $64, that deserves quite a dingling. All right. We will set that aside. We need another challenge. I'm glad I had quite a few set up. Up next, we're sticking with the pumpkins, if you can't notice the theme. And this one comes from Party Planner Papery. It's a roll and save technically, but we're going to do it our way. We're going to say $1 for each pumpkin. Okay, so we'll write that over here. And let's see how much we have. Oh goodness, we might do 2 on this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, question. Did we go ahead and finish 2 challenges at a, yep, yes, we're going to do that. We're going to stick to the $1 icon rule. See, I'm always trying to break rules, y'all. All right, so we literally made enough to finish this one and finish this one on the same week. So I want to make sure you see how cute this challenge is, because it's going to go away pretty quick. Party Planner Papery, thank you so much. $12 going in and finishing out this one. I'm going to go ahead and color in all these adorable pumpkins, and I will be right back. Okay. Thanks for indulging me there. I didn't want this one to go away without giving it an opportunity to be as adorable as it could possibly be, so you could see this adorable savings challenge. So, as we just said, we had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to take this one back for a buy back 5. Oh, it's one of my favorite prop bills. It says, "Let's get toasted." Making me think of our camping trip coming up. Okay. $12 going in very quickly. Now, if that isn't the quickest win I've ever seen, I don't know what is, but it's still a win. So we're going to go with it. Yay. All right. So that means we need even another, and we have nothing left. So let's see what we got here. How about another for Girl Mama Budgets? This one has some adorable fall drinks on it, and we will do just $1 per icon. It looks like it can be a roll and save too, which would be adorable. So it could be a bigger savings for you if you wanted to use it that way. We're going to stick to the $1 icon rule. All right, so Girl Mama Budgets, we will see you next week. All right, next up is Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, AB by Nature. We have one left over from last time. So we're going to be off on the numbers because that just works out that way sometimes, depending on the challenge before it. So we got a total of $5, but since we're going to have to set this one aside again for next week, we can color or cross off 2 pumpkins with $4, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that. That one's easy. And that will put us at about halfway through. All right, so halfway through for this challenge, we're going to put this dollar in front. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, we do have some we can do buyback 5s for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $8 so far in this one, which means we can trade in these 5s or 5 ones for an adorable ghosty. And we will put this one away. So this one's sticking around a little bit. That's good because it's so cute. We will put the dollar in front to let us know that's extra for next time. All right, till next time. Okay, here we go. Are we going to finish HK's candy corn? We need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We had one left over, so yay, we have finished our adorable candy corn challenge. So if you will indulge me, I will take a moment to color in these, and then we will count up how much we made. Yay! Okay, shall we? We need to tell ourselves how much we saved in total for this one. And we will see. Let's see. We definitely have a buyback 5 here. We're going to use all our buyback 5s this time, I think. All right. Almost shorted us there. $5. There we go. So there's our 7 at our 5s. And look, we have another one back here. Just makes the counting easier, doesn't it? All right, so another $5 going. All right, so let's see how much HeyK's challenge saved us. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 41. 41 lovely dollars for 41 adorable candy corn. That is awesome. I'm sad to see this one go. You guys should go check it out. It's just cute, and there's just something fun about coloring in the candy corns. I don't know. Not a huge fan of eating it. I'll eat a few. It's not my favorite candy, but my husband always gets a giant bag of it every year. I think he actually got it last night, so I'm sure it'll see it around the house. Okay, so let's ring the bell. Yay! And set it to that stack ever growing over there. We have $1 left over for our next challenge. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's see. I want to give readers we're not already sharing. How about this adorable ghostie? This is from Floating Funds. It does say roll and save, but that's okay. We're going to make our own rules here. We're going to do $1 per square. So you could get this freebie and do it however you like. But since we did $1 and we have $1 left over from our last one, we can now color in one and get a good start on this one. Isn't this just adorable? I love these little watercolor icons. They just get me every time. Y'all check her out if you haven't. She's got some cute freebies available. All right. So till next week, we'll set that one aside. And last but not least, we have Jack Up the Savings from Planned with Love. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, spicy 5. That makes 10, 11, and 12. Well, y'all, I'm going to say we don't need 12. 1, 2. So we needed 8. We need a total of 8. So we have 4 left over. We'll set that 4 aside over here for the next challenge. So we're going to be coloring in 8 spooky jack-o'-lanterns. And I will do that really quick. Okay, there we go. All colored up, and thank you for letting me do that. You might ask, why bother if you finish the challenge? Well, for one, it's just fun, and it's hard not to finish it out. It's like a checklist or a to-do list. You got to check that thing off. But I also think it's really important when we are showing other people's work here, which we are, to give it its due, right? I want you to see what it can look like in all its adorableness so that I'm properly showing the product, okay? So 5, 10, 11, and 12. We have 12 pumpkins. That's exactly right. We did it right. So we made $12 for Jack Up the Savings. So thank you so much for that. Planned with Love. We're going to run out of paper clips. That's a good problem to have. I honestly did not expect. I probably could have if I thought about it, but I really did not expect us to finish this many. So that's fantastic. Bell is going to get worn out today. $12 going into our total savings. What do we have left? We have $4. So let's get something out of our folder here. All right. How about this one? We are
spooky and we gnome it. This comes from Need to Budget. We have our adorable gnomes over here and our jack-o'-lanterns. We will keep this at $1 per. We will note that right here, although we pretty much know the rules by now. With $4, we're going to get to cross off 4 pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $4, and we're on our way to being spooky and we gnome it. All right. Okay, so with that, we have wrapped up all our savings for our minis this week. We're going to take them, we're going to shuffle them up a little bit. Not that it really matters. The dice says what happens. But basically, we now know they are all in different spots. And for some reason, that makes me feel like it's more fair. I don't know. We'll put these away for next week. We'll see what we have to save next week and how far we can get. So that's fantastic. We'll go ahead and put our mini binder away for the day. Let's pull out what we saved. Let's get the full picture here. That one from Planned with Love, Hey KathyBudgets, Party Planner Papery, our Jazzy Little Pumpkin Gal, Girl Mama Budgets, and CBA Mom Save. So we finished a total of six challenges, and that's fantastic. Do you know that's what we have to do next? We have our Ding 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 challenge. This comes from Donna, powered by creativity. I'm sure you know who she is. If you don't, go check her out. This is a freebie on her YouTube channel. So please go check this out. What we are doing, and a lot of us here in the community are doing it, we are putting an additional $1 in here for every challenge that we finish. So every time we ring that bell. So for today's mini session, we are going to be putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, $5, and $6 into our Ding 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 challenge. All right, it is getting thick. So we will continue doing this until the end of the year. So December 31st, we'll be able to count this and see how much we saved from the time we started our channel till the end of the world, end of the year. And I'm very excited to see that because I think that's going to be a really nice amount. So thank you for that. Check that out if you haven't. All right, so last piece of business for this is to take our sync to save folder. It is getting quite thick. This is still going to be in the September category because we are still in September. Even if you had seen this on Monday, it would have been September. So it's going in our save to sync folder for September. All right, with that, we finish up our Monday minis. But what else do we have to do today? I promised you something special. Something we don't get to do every week, or we haven't been doing every week. And I'm going to live up to that. So I'm going to put all of our ones back here that we bought back. We still had 2 buyback 5s left over. All right, so what's next? We have Christmas box. Okay, we're going to put all of our fall themed markers away. We're going to get out our Christmassy colors, and we're going to make a switch out. Okay, y'all, it's time for Christmas box. Woo! I'm so excited. I wasn't planning to get to do this week, but we had a little bit extra in our income, so it worked out for us. Let's get our cards out here. So we have our cards. Make sure, yep, I'm in the right space here. So we have those. I can't remember if we need a dice tower, but just in case we do, we have that. And let's see how much we have to save. Hiding here in the wings. All right, so originally I had set aside, I think, 100 for this, but we had to borrow a little bit from this to finish our turkey box. And our last video was very important that we went ahead and finished that up. So we're going to be okay with what we have. We have what we have. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 8, 9, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, and $86. So $86 going into Christmas box today. So we're excited. We're excited to get to play this game. Because as I've mentioned before, we're just a little bit behind on our Christmas saving, but that's okay. We said we were going to get Thanksgiving out of the way, which we did with Turkey Box, and then we would focus more on Christmas. And I'm so excited because I've got some really cute challenges and games to share with you as we get closer. But first, we got to get through October, which will be mostly spooky themed challenges. But we will be seeing the Christmas box a little bit in October as well. All right, so let's look at what we got here. So this is the Christmas box. This comes from GB at Income Babes. It is a digital download. I am just absolutely obsessed with box challenges. I'm a big fan of GB's box challenges. Sometimes they can be a little bit spicy, not gonna lie. Okay, we gotta see what we got going on here. Make sure I don't have any cards that are not supposed to be in here, because I have been doing that a little bit lately. Yeah, that one's already completed. We have a variety here of different cards, including these horrible reindeer attacks. I'm sorry, GB, but these are horrible. This one says triple the next card. This says double the next card. And this says add $10 to the next two cards. You guys, you see how it can take our money very, very, very quickly. Okay, so we are going to, so these are what I would call the spicy cards. And I have a choice here. I can leave the spicy cards out for this game because we have a lower amount and maybe pull them back in the next time, or we can just go with it because what we have is what we have. And if you can't tell, I don't really even know. I don't really even know what I want to do with my life. What I think I'm going to do is take this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I'm going to put a couple of spicy cards in, and I'm going to shuffle up because our shuffling always seems to be terrible, and I never seem to have a good mix on the cards. So I'm going to do that. I'll speed it up. Okay, reacquainting ourselves with the game here, we have a couple of things. This is the dashboard. Here is one of our mini challenges. It's 100 days before Christmas. The way we've been playing that is we've been rolling the dice and seeing how many of these we should mark off, and they're going to be $1 a piece. So let's go ahead and do that. Just one. Well, it finishes off this row. The dice was being kind to us today. So we've got $1 going into 100 days before Christmas. We just play this one to start out. Christmas box every time. So we will put this back. All right, so these other mini challenges, we basically just choose to play them when we want to play them. This is a roll and save. This is a roll and save. And this is Plinko style. Okay, we're going to see how far we can get on the other challenges, Christmas Cuppa and Bingo, all mini challenges, wonderful challenges. We have three sections here who have some icons left. This one's finished. Man, we've gotten farther on this than I thought. What happens when you don't see your challenges for a while? We have 3 icons left here and 3 here. So we don't have much. Maybe we should play some of our mini challenges. Let's do that. All right, so Candy Cane Dash, pretty simply, we're just going to roll a dice and assign a number. So that's just a 1. I think I'm going to roll again. How about a 5? So a total of $6 going into Candy Cane Dash. All right, we've got our Christmas themed prop money. We'll just put that there. I'm going to fix the envelopes later. All right, so for Save Miss Season, I've just been rolling a dice and both the icon and the envelope. Got a 4 and 1. So total of $5 going into Save Miss Season. All right. Moving on, we have our Plinko game. This is so much fun. we need to move this all the way so we have room to play. All right, so how this works, we're going to get our little birdie. Where are you, birdie? There's birdie. He's waiting here. So reindeer games, this is her Plinko. Basically, we're going to make it down to see which gift we're buying. If we hit a reindeer or the baubles, we have to pay a little bit more. All right, so let's see what we can get. This is a 1, starting off with a reindeer attack. All right, $1 going in. Next roll. 2. Avoided any attacks that time. 2, another reindeer attack. Man, the reindeers are after us today. All right, 6. Avoided that reindeer. 3, another lane. Woo, 3. All right, we made it down to the $3 gift. So we're going to take these 2 back and grab a 5. And we will have played Plinko, and it only cost us $5. So that's a win in my book, because sometimes this game can be a little bit spicy. Okay. All right, so we've played that. Now, bingo's played a little bit differently. We basically cross off icons as we come across them on the cards. So that's why we're going to skip that one for right now. Christmas Cuppa, we're just going to do as a roll and save, and then cross off 1. So that's $6 for a very delicious cup of hot cocoa, I am sure. $6. Let's go ahead and cross off this one. Moving our way up the board on that. All right. You know what? Let's do another one. I'm feeling the hot chocolate today. $2 for this one. 1 and 2. All right. See, now we've taken care of all of our mini games, so now it's time to draw a card or 2 or 3. Section 1 is already completed, but that doesn't mean that our cards won't bring us back for something. So we are looking for a traditional search and save. We're looking for the candy cane icon, which is $14, and we have the option to add 1, 2, or 3. Now, I always add the most amount just because the name of the game is to save, and we are behind on Christmas saving, so the more we save, the better. So that's going to be a total of 17 for that icon. All right, 17 going in to section number 2. Now we're down to only 2 icons in this section. All right, let's see what else we have in the cards. Ooh, a scratch and search. I love a scratch and search. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to consider this extra savings. These are not the cards that go with the icons on the sections, so these are extra. Basically, we're going to find this icon and we're going to save that amount extra in that envelope. So this is the little Santa icon. We're looking for him. He's not in section 1 or 2, so he must be in 3. He's $5. So that means we have an extra $5 going in. I need to make some change from our Christmas. I don't have any Christmas bills set aside, but that's okay. Halloween saves just the same. I'll switch it out later. Okay, so I'm bringing 5 funny Halloween or 4 5s in Halloween bills in so that we can make the right change. So I will fix that later. $5 will go into section 3, but since that icon's already crossed off, right, that's not going to be anything additional there. It's just extra savings. But remember, we talked about bingo. Let me make sure you guys are in frame here. I'm always bad about that. All right, we're going to go to our bingo game. Is hiding somewhere. Here it is. And so we drew a card that has a Santa icon on it. So we get to cross off one of these and pay $1 for that. We have 2 here. I'm thinking this one right here. Now, we pay $1 for each icon that we cross off. And then once we actually get a bingo, we get pay $5. If we end up playing throughout the game and not getting a bingo, we're going to pay $10. So we're very close on a couple of these. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. All right, so putting that aside, let's do another card. Another scratch and search, which is extra savings. Looking for our bow. All right, while we're here on bingo, we can go ahead and cross off a bow, and I'm thinking this one down here makes the most sense. So really, if we get a barn, we are going to get 2 bingos, which means we will be saving $20. So that will be an expensive bingo, but that's the point, right? Okay, we want to save money. All right, so we're looking for the bow. The bow is $8. We're going to add $8 to this section here. We have 0 ones, and I don't have enough here is either, so we're going to trade in a 10 and do some silly not matching bills here, but that's okay. All right, so $8 extra. Who doesn't want a little Frankenstein in and jack-o'-lanterns in their Christmas savings? I mean, that's just fun. That's what that is. Just fun. All right. Okay, moving on to another card. We have another scratch and search. So again, this comes with the game. It's an option that you can print out and choose to use or not, right? So they obviously didn't come with scratch off stickers because it's a digital download, but you add them on there. And if you want to play this way, it just gives you a little bit of extra savings. So we're looking for our reindeer icon. Here he is. He's 14. Of course he's 14. Of course he's 14. Let's see if we have any ones back here. We do. So we have a 1. I'm going to take a 10 and a 5 and add that in for that guy. And then we need to go back to bingo and cross off a reindeer bud. And we have this one right here. This is in the very middle of the board. We have this one down here. I'm going to go with this one. Strategy, y'all. I have a strategy. Okay. $1 going in. All right. Next card. Another scratch and search. Candy canes. We just found him, and I don't remember how much it was. So let's go ahead and cross off a candy cane here for $1. All right. So we have our bingo taken care of. I just marked my hand up. Good job. Okay, so we're going to find our candy canes again. Not in section 1, they're in section 2, and they are an additional $14. And I think we have just done ourselves in because I have a total of 10 and 13. So we owe $1 to section 2. So we need an IOU for that. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to put that in happily. We're going to grab an IOU. Still haven't managed to find my Christmas ones that come with this set. I know I have them. I just keep forgetting. $1 IOU, not too bad, right? We could always be worse off than that, all right? So I'm going to take a minute here to organize these envelopes, and I will fast forward through it, and then we will chat. All right. Okay, we have cleaned up our mess from Christmas box. We still have quite a few cards to play, including these spicy ones if we decide to do that. So next week, hopefully, we have enough money to play in our Christmas box because while we do still have several cards, it does look like we're making a lot of progress and getting close. So check out GB at Income Babes if you're interested in getting this challenge. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of the box challenges, but no matter what your style of saving is, there are things out there. Our creators here in this community have so many amazing fun challenges. I will link everyone that I shared in today's video down below. If you liked what you saw, Well, first of all, thank you for watching, and please consider giving us a like and a comment down below. Don't forget to answer the question from our combo card at the beginning of the video about the language that you'd like to learn. And if you haven't already and you're still watching, please consider subscribing. We're having a lot of fun over here, and we really love to have you join the Four Dizzy Birds family. All right, and so our next video that you will see will actually be the first video of October, which will be our Tuesdays, our Tiny but Mighty Tuesday savings, which we save even smaller amounts. Um, so make sure you're subscribed if you're not, so you'll get notified when that one posts. Also coming very, very soon, and I'm not sure exactly in what order, will be our September allocation, where we're going to count up everything that we saved in September and allocate those out to our sinking fund. So lots of fun videos coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you next time, hang in there. Bye.